Greetings, whisky folk, and welcome to the official Dram Association unbottling of the GlenDronach, selected and bottled exclusively for Canada, 2009, aged 10 years. Wow, have I had to be patient for this one. So, first of all, I hope all of your hangovers from Canada Day have managed to subside. This is the Dram release for, I think it's the third, I guess? Canada Day is on the 1st, so yes. I mean, I'm recording this in advance, of course. Yes, this is the first Sunday after Canada Day, and I'm sure the parties went well into the night on Friday, and probably Saturday as well. But if you feel like coming in for a dram, today is the day, because this is a stunner, and I chose it specifically for Canada Day because it is exclusively available in Canada. And yeah, as I said, we've had to be very patient for this. This was released in several other provinces, not all of them, but in several other provinces, due to the fact that the official 12-year-old GlenDronach was being held up due to legal reasons here in Canada. There was a bit of a dispute between the distributors of the new owners, Brown-Forman, and the former distributors, and yeah, so there was a lot of problems there. Apparently, it seems to all be settled now, and they brought out this edition to fill that gap, basically, for the 12 that they couldn't bring out. Which was a very clever idea, and I have no idea why it never came to BC during that period. It was really, honestly, quite annoying that it didn't. But we've finally got it now, hilariously, at the same time as the 12-year-old managed to relaunch here as well. So we now have both. But this is something that I'm really looking forward to trying. It is very similar to the 12 in all of the major stats. It's 2 years younger, sure, but it's 43% non-chill filtered, non-coloured, and 100% sherry cask. This one, however, doesn't have any of the Oloroso. This is purely Pedro Ximenez cask, which I'm really excited about. I think this is going to give it a really big, rich flavour. I'm expecting dark chocolate. I'm expecting maybe even sort of latte, sort of sweet coffee flavours as well. Yeah, this is going to be cool. It's going to be really cool. I've looked at GlenDronach tubes so many times, and I've apparently never bothered to try and read this section, so it's a bit of a weird script font, but I'm going to give it a try right now. Maybe it'll give us some background information. James Allardyce, 1780 to 1849, pioneer and founder of the GlenDronach distillery. Forgu? Forgu. I don't know how you pronounce the town. It's in Aberdeenshire. Whatever it is, it's in Aberdeenshire. Founded in 1826 by James Allardyce in the, again, Forgu Valley of the East Highland Hills, GlenDronach claims its place among Scotland's first licensed distilleries. A pioneer of sherry wood maturation, Allardyce would have celebrated the exquisite selection of fine casks in the warehouses at the GlenDronach distillery, maturing the rich, full-bodied style of the GlenDronach with its memorable depth and length of taste. Cool. All right. There's a nice little illustration down here. Interestingly, in a very similar art style to the illustration you find on Shelter Point bottles. I wonder if they took inspiration from that. Yeah, very cool. There's an even longer version on the back, but the last paragraph is specific to this whiskey, so let's have a look at that. For this limited edition vintage, a small number of Pedro Ximenez casks were hand-selected by our master blender, Rachel Barry. Hey, it's a Rachel Barry one, to reflect the richness and complexity for which the GlenDronach is renowned. And I have to say, I've had a few of Rachel Barry's releases now, and there was such a big uproar in the UK when Billy Walker left and Rachel Barry came on board. A lot of people were very pro, and there was a lot of people who were saying that she's not doing as good of a job, and she's not very good at what she does, and I think that's absolute bollocks. There's a few decisions that have been made by corporate, which I'm sure she disagrees with, but for the most part, the things that I've had now that have had Rachel Barry's signature on them, I've been very impressed with. In fact, one of my favourite whiskies of the last couple of years was the special edition. I'll grab it. Hang on, it's right there. This GlenDronach, signed by Rachel Barry, right here. 11-year-old Madeira cask GlenDronach, absolutely freaking phenomenal whiskey. One of the best I've ever had. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to trying what Rachel's been up to with the GlenDronach, because I've had her Benriach, I've had her Glenglassaugh, I haven't had a Rachel Barry GlenDronach yet. So today's the day. Now is the time. Let's crack it open and see, shall we? Colour is impressive, I have to say. I mean, Pedro Ximenez generally gives it a nice deep colour like that. Yeah. Don't know why I'm looking at the bottle. It probably doesn't really have much more information in the tube. It does have official tasting notes, but I'm going to try my best to not read those, because I'd like my own tasting notes first, and then I'm going to look at this for inspiration if I'm having trouble. Glorious. Ooh, yes. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed on the nose. Chocolatey. Straight up chocolatey. Reminds me of Galaxy Minstrels. Possibly because I've just come back from the UK where I was gorging on all of my favourite British candies that you can't really get over here. Minstrels are among them. If you've never had a minstrel, imagine giant M&Ms. Or maybe not M&Ms, maybe more like Smarties. Either way. Big sort of candy-coated things of chocolate, but the chocolate inside is Galaxy chocolate, which I know I'm supposed to be everyone always thinks that every British person alive is a massive fan of Cadbury's, and yeah, I like Cadbury's. I've always preferred Galaxy. All right. I think Galaxy's made by the Mars Company, but you don't really see it outside of the British market, I don't think. I don't think it's available in North America. Let me know if I'm wrong. But I've certainly never seen minstrels over here. All right. About a sip. Now back to the nose. That's opened up nicely. Nutmeg. Darjeeling tea. Ginger. Sort of baked ginger, like ginger nut biscuits. A little touch, and this might be just the Canadian pride coming through here. A little touch of maple syrup. And actually, not the cream, but the cookie from Oreos. Yeah, Oreo, the Oreo cookie. Definitely not the cream, but the cookie bit, which is my favourite bit. I was always confused by the idea of a double stuffed Oreo being like a good thing. For me, like a double stuffed Oreo is just less of the good bit. I'm all about the cookie. Black pepper and cherries, walnuts, dates. Brazil nuts. And there's a very, 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 very light touch of licorice. Like, licorice is often one of those flavors that's kind of overpowers things around it. This is really quite light. Almost, maybe not licorice, maybe more fennel. That's gorgeous. That's very good. This is something we can be proud of here in Canada. Wait, although people are probably wondering why I didn't choose a Canadian whiskey for Canada Day. And don't worry, we'll have plenty of Canadian whiskey coming up soon. But we just had one with the Bareface, so I don't want to do another one again quite so soon. And this is this is very, very good. We have a lot of very, very good Canadian whiskies. But it's also nice sometimes to get very good whiskies in Canada from around the world that are only available in Canada. It feels kind of fun. It's special. And you'll probably be happy to know that we stocked up quite heavily on this. When I saw it was finally available in BC, I think I bought like 3/4 of the amount that came into the province. Because I knew that in years to come, this is going to be something that people go looking for. It's a one and done, right? they're not going to keep doing this. It was a replacement that was necessary whilst the 12 was unavailable, and the 12's back now. So this is going to be quite hard to come by in the future. So I stocked up. In fact, I have the webpage open right here. Apparently we have 50 in stock right now, and it's also an incredibly good price. Not only is it, it's a special limited edition, but it's actually less expensive than the regular 12-year-old by a good 10-15% actually, which is kind of cool. This is available, of course, in store. You can come in and try it, $5 if you're a Dram Association member, or it's free for premium members, of course. You can come in and try it as a premium member. And it is also available for sale. Regular price, $178. No, wait. $100.78. Had you go in there, didn't I? $100.78, which means with 10% off, it is $90.70. $91 for a limited edition Pedro Ximenez cask GlenDronach, exclusively available in the Canadian market. That's a deal. That's a screaming deal. And hopefully this is the perfect whiskey for late Canada Day celebrations for you. Come in and try it. If you like it, pick up a bottle. And I look forward to seeing you at the next one. And I very much look forward to seeing you at one of our upcoming summer tastings. It's a Midsummer Night's Dram. I will see you guys later. Sláinte mhath.